This is HaShulchan Yardeh, Siman Yud, Sif Beis to Daled. This is Supplemental Day 43 in the Supplemental HaShulchan Yomi series. And today's HaShulchan Yomi is sponsored by Rabbi Yonis and Ezra Ben Chana Feigl for Schus Vatzlach and Shiduchim. Beis. Chen Abi Shishi Shchita L'Shayit V'Amikre Hanoah, even though Shchita for other things is called Hanoah, but so Beim L'Shchita. And in the final analysis, an animal is supposed to be shechted. V'shoy b'Shabbos chayav skila, b'meiz is shoy b'chatos. And it's if you shecht on Shabbos, you're chayav skila. You do it deliberately, and shoy b'chatos, not called mekalkel. You're not ruining. Malvas melachos, it's one of those melachos. It's certainly called deliberate and positive malacha. Sheyesh thoughtful malacha. Sheyesh malacha is a tikkun. When malacha has a tikkun, av sheyesh bakam kilkul, even though it's also kilkul. Shabbos kufar. Come. Nevertheless, banos akum lo neson ken kulo tikkun. It's a major chiddush. The hanoah of which is prohibited to derive benefit from something which is useful with the zorah is only when it's complete tikkun. Chazal say on Berzot Afmem Chesed Beis, Mashimash Biach Bezeh Pagim Bezeh Ayin Sham. If that which it's advantageous here is detrimental there, it cancels it out. The Israel no miakum any vitam malacha. It's a very fascinating lumdus here. The prohibition of deriving benefit from avodah zorah ain't mitam malacha. It's not because of account of malacha. Every time shenana mimena, but because deriving benefit from it. Fascinating. Malacha Shabbos is defined by hanoah as well, but there the malacha is defined by any hanoah. But by avodah zorah, it's defined as a balance of hanoah. Since corresponding to, opposite, and greater than the hanoah is kilkul shubla no shabbat tzayir. In brackets says here, "Zo kavanas a taste of schul and chav chesem alf v'chol harishonim." I ain't crazy flacy. Back out of brackets, if tail chashkenu, you know this is the case. She'im shar b'sakin zek shu pogum ba behem nit chefa. He was shackled with this knife and it was nicked, and the animal became a treif. Pshita shubla by no. Obviously, it's mutter by no. Shvei kikul agam, you can wound it all together. Shabbos chem chai gam lechayev sheyesh botikun. On Shabbos, even in this scenario, would it be a treifa? You'd be chayev because it's a tikkun. Shotzim miyada of minachai because no longer ever minachai. It's no longer prohibited because that prohibition of minachai. Kamich in the tails to shoma shabbat malacha. There's also in the tails to shoma, which is of itself could be the ab malacha. Shabbos levaynei. Fascinating. There's more analysis. That which is the language of the Shas, it says in which words go back on. The talking about Israel allowed the chef mutter before the gam chatchila mutter. Seems that he even allowed to do it deliberately. Became losher to vishnoch. There's also language to vishnoch. Become Melissa Ram still breaks down the Akum Shikos of Sakin Shal Akum Shishol about raise and Mutam Nation Makaka and Sham from language Ram says that a knife of a Zorah that you shechted with, it's Mutam Nation Makaka because it's ruining Ansham, it's by the record the Evan Mutar. It's clear he holds only the evidence okay, not the Chatchil. So I'm going to be able to say it. So it requires analysis of the base Yosef, the comments in Mekuv and base Kosuk Losher Rambam. Later on, writes like the language of the Rambam, presumably. But can't cause like Lashon Shas Ayin Sham. He writes Lashon Shas Torah, says the Chatchil of the Evan. Pevshel Dor she tells him, Steve, Kesem Mishnah Sham, the Rambam said the Lashon Mutter Lav Davka L'Chatchil. That when the Rambam says it's Mutter, he doesn't, he doesn't mean Davka that's L'Chatchil. Well, I guess so. Therefore, when he says here it's a mutter, it doesn't mean it's a chatchila. Chain lo dikte below should say therefore it's not meticulous in being precise as language. Yes, you remember the shamayik shetzor chagola. Those who say that that which is also b'di'eved is only a case where it requires hagola. Chemash divrei Rabbeinu Amar Shammai Shammai. But divrei Rabbeinu says if Shammai came, so divrei Ramazal. But he says it's not all the way because it doesn't reconcile the Rambam's this way. On the other hand, by the Chatchila in Shikobo. Also, it says when there's another knife, you certainly should not use the Avodah knife. The name is no, shoes no, no, because Retzon Lachik Misa. It's a Zaidik Izach. So the mitzvah to distance yourself from it. Shein Sakin Acher, there's no other knife, Mutzah Shchel Chatchila. You understand Chatchila. That's a big condition today. The back it says here, Vashas Vatur, the Dinam, the Dinam and Shchita, the Shas and Tur is your but the Shchita, Chabir is meat to say, Sakish Acher Mutzah Shchel Shein Acher. You're allowed to use a knife of Avodah Zorah when there is no other knife. The Kshesh Acher, if there's another knife, Lama Lozer, why should you use this one? Rama the Mari B'din Akum B'Yisrael Noah Omer Shim Shachtu B'zeh Mutter. Rama in Halachos of Akum B'Yisrael Noah says if you shechta, this is Mutter. Kandi B'Shulchan Yesh Markein Av Shenir Shlokim L'Zeh. We can explain the Shulchan this way as well. You can only use it. You can't use the Chatchila because you should use another knife. If you don't have another knife, then it comes Chatchila to use this knife. Because that's seems because it's a Mishnah. Davka be'ema bria to say about simply a healthy animal. I mean, shacha b'asaki be'ema because you shechted with the Avodah knife an animal which is in danger of dying. There's a surah called be'ema. The whole animal's awesome. Tikkun gomer. That's an absolute tikkun because otherwise you're just drop dead. But I know that's benefit. Shim lo shachta is amazing. If you didn't shecht it, would die. Came before Moshe Rabbeinu, but he says sin kuven beis. Come the evidence surah called be'ema. Okay, the entire animal is also, but the evid, even the evid. Came from Moshe Rabbeinu Shom. Lomini halachas and all yom melch. It doesn't do any good to take the value of the animal and toss it into the Dead Sea. To holach shitos u'sham shekasa b'natal karkar ma'asher v'agba beket. Because it's going to sheet it there with that if you took a darning needle from an asherah and you use it to weave an entire, I don't know if it's called darning needle actually, a weaving needle, and you and you use it in order to weave an entire garment. Called beket also the entire garment is also rakmis arabachem, which are only if it got mixed up in others. Your garment, which you wove with an avodah needle, got mixed with other needles garments. Then it becomes okay if you toss the equivalent value yamamech. Okay, now I'm going to say here too be the same thing. But the Torah says his name Rashba, the Torah lochas and yamamech sagi. No, in fact, it is good enough. Even with sukenes. Vukidei schar sak in the shchita. What do you take? What's that noah? The noah is the value of a knife, a shchita knife. So the Islamic noah migufa iser knows it's not a noah from the gufa iser. If you derive benefit from the shchita, the animal already became fully grown. All it's missing without any other issue. All it's missing is the makshul shchita. That's the value of the knife. Shem Rosh Kosa the Gamalach so no ain't talking me time zeh. So the name Rosh writes even that you don't even need a lochas no. That he's not willing to accept. But it says here in Shach, Steve Konev, Gam Ran, Pasuk Rashba, Chen Kos Yam Shloime, V'Gam Moshe Ramosh Kos Vasura, Lokas of Osa Banoah, Kibchol Doim Sham. So it's also been right Osa Banoah. Yesh L'Ayin. One has to analyze what exactly it means. V'Duk. Okay, and that's it for today. Last thing stuff, like I said.